Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your busy day to take a look at something that has basically changed the way I do business and how I keep in touch with my personal friends. Been using this platform called Sendoutcards for about 5 years now, and I've just totally fallen in love with it, both from a professional point of view as well as a personal point of view. So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you how this program kind of works and kind of share with you why I fell in love with it. So what you're looking at is basically the screen that everybody gets. One of the cool things is I never forget birthdays, anniversaries. For example, Jeff Gordon, the NASCAR driver, I'm not going to forget his birthday. He's a friend of mine. His birthday's coming up. I'm not going to forget my anniversary because my anniversary's coming up. So the system just reminds me. But right now I want to go ahead and send a card to somebody. I'm going to click up here and I'm going to click on Create a Card. At this point, I have literally over 20,000 cards at my discretion. Any type of category you could possibly imagine, as well as I even have them in different languages if I want. If I clicked on holidays, every holiday to man would pop up. And if I didn't see the holiday I wanted, I could simply click on other holidays and other holidays would pop up at my fingertips. So that just gives you an idea of how robust the system is. Well, one of my favorite things, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. So let's go ahead and click on Thanksgiving and let's click on this particular card. So the front of the card, as you can see, says, "So very grateful for such wonderful people in my life." And on the inside it says, "Yeah, I'm talking to you. Happy Thanksgiving." Well, I've decided to send this card to a friend. I have to make a decision. Do I want to send it as a postcard? Do I want to send it as a 5x7 greeting card or a 3-panel card? Or do I really need to make an impression? Do I want to send it as an 8.5 by 11? I'm just going to send it as a regular greeting card. Here's where the fun begins. Now I have the opportunity to personalize that greeting card with whatever images I want, whatever elements I want, whatever templates. The system has roughly about 1,000 templates. I'm going to click on Thanksgiving just to keep this theme of the card, this Thanksgiving theme. And you'll notice it gives me a couple of areas where I can just drop in images. Well, if I clicked on pictures, it doesn't matter what computer I'm on or what iPhone I'm on. I can literally log in from anywhere in the world, and now once I log in, all of my images are at my fingertips. I have unlimited storage in my account. So for example, if I wanted to drop a couple images in here, let's grab some family images here. We'll make this a personal card. First thing I would do is probably grab a picture of my 2 daughters and a picture of my wife and I. So we personalize the card. Now I got to say something. Just to have a little note, I can highlight everything I just typed. The system will allow me to make my text as large as I want. The system will also give me the ability to change to over 100 different fonts. If you want, you can literally put your personal handwriting in the system. If I click on personal, it actually changes your handwriting. Well, let's go ahead and change it to this font. And for the heck of it, let's make my text blue. And let's make it a little bit bigger. So now this particular card is ready to go. But here's one of the features I really fell in love with. In my business, I'm a big believer in thank you notes. I don't have time to send out 500 thank you notes. But I do have time to create one card, click on Insert Name, and I have some options. I can put first name and spouse name, first name, last name. I'll just put first name. So what the system will do for me, it will literally take the first name off the envelope, because this is not an email, this is a real card, and insert that person's name inside the card. The last thing I need to do, of course, is sign my card. Well, if I go to signatures, I have different signatures on file. And we'll just put Mike Roy. And now this particular card is basically ready to be sent. So if I hit continue, you're going to notice this screen comes up, and everything is in a points program. The reason we use points is because we can literally have consumers using this platform anywhere in the world, but it's all in U.S. currency. So you buy points. It takes 1 point to send a postcard, 2 points to send a regular greeting card, and whenever you add pictures, logos, videos, any of the fun stuff, it's 1 extra point. Doesn't matter if there's 20 pictures in your card, it's just 1 point. And usually when I ask friends the last time they bought a greeting card, what do you normally pay? I hear everything from $2 all the way up to $7, $8 a card. Well, with this program, you'll never pay more than 62 cents a card because these points have a value of 31 cents. Well, I put some pictures in this card. It's a big deal. It's going to charge me 1 extra point. Well, here's another fun thing. Maybe I want to send a gift with my card. I can add a gift. I have my own shopping mall at my fingertips. All kinds of different departments, from gourmet foods to flowers. I don't know, maybe somebody had a baby and I want to send a congratulations card. And I don't know, maybe I'll send Jingles the Blue Giraffe. But my gift is literally going to be packaged with my personal card. It's that personal. Or maybe I don't want to send a gift. Maybe I just want to send a gift card. Maybe I had a friend go out of their way and help me, and I want to send a thank you card, and I can insert a Starbucks card and say coffee's on me this week, or Dunkin' Donuts, or Macy's, or Walmart, or Bass Pro Shop, anything. There's all kinds of options. Well, this particular card, I'm just going to send the card. I'm going to go to checkout. So I already got my return address because I'm on my company account. I can either manually type in somebody's address, or I can go into my contacts, and for the heck of it, we'll send this to we'll send it to Chuck. I'll hit select recipients. It automatically puts Chuck's information in the envelope. I hit next step. Last question. When do I want to send this card to Chuck? If I leave it as immediate, they're going to take 49 cents out of my expense account, put a real stamp on it, it's in the mail tomorrow morning. Regardless if it's one card or a large corporation needing to send out 80,000 cards, they're in the mail tomorrow morning. Or maybe I can schedule it. I can click on a specific date, tell the system to mail this card out next December if I wanted to. So I'll leave it as immediate. I'll hit confirm. I'm in my office minding my business, and this particular card will be mailed out tomorrow morning to Chuck. That's how easy it is to use the system. Well, let's go have some fun. Let's go make a card, but this time we're not even going to use one of the 20,000 cards in the system. We have maybe our own marketing department. We're going to click up here and create a Picture 2.0 card. I'm going to make a 5x7, a blank card. And now I'm looking at the front of the card. Well, let's go grab a picture. We got all kinds of unique images. Let's grab a picture of, oh, let's find something kind of unique here. Oh, we got a picture of my daughter graduating college. So that's be the front of the card. The inside of the card, well, let's do something pretty cool. Let's grab pictures of friends of mine, and let's go ahead and hit the button that says span and watch what happens. That beautiful family picture is now the total inside of the card. And you could type whatever messages, or maybe you want to have some fun with it and maybe add a logo or something. Let's go grab the University of Maine Black Bear logo to this card. And again, all you got to do is drop it, maybe twirl it for some attitude, and this particular card is ready to go. So that shows you how easy it is to personalize from scratch. Well, you can also have a feature that's called campaigns. A campaign is when you create something that you automate, like, for example, birthday cards, anniversary cards to clients. Well, I have a card that I've created, birthday card for friends. Well, this particular card goes out automatically to my friends that are in my address book a week before their birthday. So let's bring up the card so you can see it. On the front of the card, it just says growing old is mandatory. The back of the card says growing up is optional. If you knew my friends, that would all make sense. And then on the inside, another picture of my wife and I, a pretty cool picture of a car that I won in Aston Martin. That was kind of fun. But you'll notice I used the first name feature. So the system knows to take my friend's name off the envelope and insert it in the card. So it's always a personal card. Again, and I've automated that for the entire year. I don't have to remember it. It's just on cruise control. So that gives you an idea of what a campaign is. For example, one of our clients, we have some NASCAR teams that like this service. And here's a cool card that was created a couple years ago that I saved in our system. This was Roush Fenway that they won the Daytona 500. And after the race, they created a card that looked just like this. So how do you start your year when you're celebrating 25 winning seasons? First, you own the front row in qualifying, and then when it's finally time to race, and there's Matt in victory lane at Daytona. So literally from the middle of a motorhome, inside Daytona International Speedway, someone could hit a button, and that would be mailed out to all of their employees, their sponsors, etc., etc. So it gives you an idea of how that works. You also have the ability to put videos inside your cards. So now you're probably wondering, how do you do that? Well, let me show you. Here's another cool card I got, and whenever I get a cool card from my friends, I always tell them to put them in, transfer them to me so I can show them to other people. But here's a dear friend that sent a card. I had made a contribution. She was racing in a half marathon to raise money for a cause, and I decided to make a donation. And she was kind enough to send me a thank you card. Well, when I got the card in the mail, of course, she used that first name feature. But when I got my card in the mail, of course, it said Mike. The inside is just a picture of Kim and Dave and their daughter and pictures from the event. But on the back of the card, you'll notice a QR code. Well, when I scanned this with my phone, I literally got to watch a 10-minute video of the foundation that I had just supported. Again, no extra cost. It's just like putting another picture inside your card. So that's a little bit of what the cards can do and how you can automate things. Well, we also have something called a photo store. In the photo store, it's basically like having the ability to create anything you'd ever want to personalize, from books to iPad covers to phones to canvas prints to playing cards to t-shirts, whatever you can imagine. So for example, if I wanted to make an iPad case real quick, I would click on iPad case. The system will load up and it's going to ask me a couple of questions. First of all, I want to make a leather iPad case. I'm going to select, I just want to design my own. So now all of my pictures from my Sendoutcards account will just pop into my fingertips, and I'm going to grab a picture of my nephew going in for a touchdown, and just like that, I've used that picture to create a one-of-a-kind leather iPad case for his iPad that I could ship directly to his dorm room wherever I wanted in the world. That easy, and literally do it from my office. So that's a little bit about what the system can do. Well, there happens to be a cherry on the top. Not only can you use the system, but you actually can get paid to share it with people. So for example, when I send out a card, it puts my own little website on the back of the card. And if somebody gets a card from me and flips it over, and a lot of times I just tell people, flip the card over, take 3 minutes, and go see what we're up to. And they're going to watch a little bit of a video. Then they're going to watch another little video, and the next video is basically going to explain real quickly, you know, what did iTunes
what Amazon
do?
Did for books.
What did Amazon, Netflix? Well, these people just totally changed industries forever. Why would I continue going to Hallmark or Walgreens and spending $3, $4, $5, $6 on a card when I can literally be walking down the street with my iPhone, take a picture, and basically send a card for less than $1? So that is how I fell in love with this program. Well, here are the options you have to use it. Anybody in the world can be a customer. Doesn't cost anything to use the platform. All you do is decide how you want to buy your points. If you want the best pricing, you become what's called a preferred customer. Your points will never be more than 31 cents. You get 100 at a time. If you don't use them in a given month, they roll over to the next month, so it's no big deal. But again, 2 points literally is the cost of the card, which is 62 cents. If you want to add some pictures, I'll add another point. And again, if you want to have 50 pictures, it's still just 1 point. If somebody just wants to use it a little bit, well, they can be a retail customer. And for $9.80, they get their own system. They get started with 20 points. Well, the retail price of the points are 49 cents. So at full-blown retail, 98 cents. Well, if you don't like the idea of having a subscription, you can buy points whenever you want. And of course, the more points you buy, the better the value. Well, there's another option. That's the option I like. That's a distributor option. And most of our clients, whether they're, businesses, from my accountant to attorneys to car dealerships, just about everybody I know signs up for one of these packages. This is a $395 package. It's a lifetime account. You get 100 points in your account. And the nice thing is you get 5% back on all the cards and gifts you ever send for the rest of your life. So it pays you back in a rebate. You'll also get 10 free accounts to give away, which what we call splashbacks. So now you can have 10 of your friends try it, where they'll get 100 free points and their first 2 stamps. Again, just let people try it. And when people try it, they fall in love with it. Well, how does this generate any revenue? Well, every time somebody becomes a retail customer, you basically generate 30% on every card and gift that's sent. So I'm going to show you a little chart, get your imagination going. So let's say we had 100 friends that just wanted to use this as a basic retail customer keeping track of their birthdays. Well, worst case scenario, every year they're going to pay you $3,500. 30% of every card and gift comes to you. Well, what happens, most customers buy more and more points because they use it to send cards and gifts. The other nice thing is, let's say I did have 100 friends become a customer. When these friends are sending cards and gifts around the world, guess what? My little website's on the back of every card. So maybe next year I may have 500 customers that have flipped that card over and decided to open an account. I'm going to get credit for it all. So you can see how it ramps up pretty quickly. But what happens if somebody says, hey, I want to have one of those distributor accounts? Well, this is what it looks like. First thing, you're going to give away 2 of your splash packs right away. You're going to get 2 people set up with a free gift. Sendoutcards is going to send you a check for $50 for just doing that if we do it right away. The first person that opens up a distributor account, guess what? Sendoutcards is going to send you a thank you and a check for $140. Once that new distributor gives away 2 of their splash packs and they make $50. Well, then it really gets fun. Once you have 3 people on your team, you get promoted to the rank of manager. So the 4th company or 4th individual wants to have a distributor account, Sendoutcards is going to send you a check for $240. But more importantly, you're going to get paid 5% on all the cards and gifts that distributor ever sends out, plus any customers they may have. Get a team of 12, gets a little funner. Now you're a senior manager. So when you personally sign up a new distributor, Sendoutcards sends you a check for $290 for helping them open up their account. But more importantly, you're going to get 10% on all the cards and gifts of everybody in that account. So you can see it starts to add up pretty quickly. So let's go look at my account, for example, and show you the power of leverage. So if I go into my little back office, every distributor gets a little back office. I'm going to check to see how many distributors on our team. So if I bring this report up as of right now, you're going to notice there's a total of 1,328 distributors around the world. Well, the interesting thing is if I go right here, personally enrolled, I only had to sign up 166, and it's grown to about 1,400. So that's the power of leverage. And again, it grows quickly. I like to compare Sendoutcards to Netflix. Last week, I just read an article. They signed up their 50th million subscriber. So you can see what this has the potential of doing is exactly the same thing. So whoever showed you this video, make sure you get back to them. Let them know if you'd like to be a customer and try it. Or better yet, let them know you'd like to have a distributor account. And welcome to the team, and look forward to helping you share with your clients and your contacts around the world as this thing becomes as popular as iTunes and Netflix. Have a great day, everybody.